Hi there, everyone. This is Tina, and this is your message of the day. And this comes to you for a brand new day of Thursday, February the 15th, 2024. Now, you might wonder why I waited to say the date. Because you yourself have so many thoughts coming through this day that you're very excited, but you're also like going into all different directions and saying, should I think of this idea? Should I capture this idea? Should I go over there? That excitement, that vibrancy is basically your sacral region, your sacral chakra, receiving a lot of influx, you can say, of the golden white energy. It's very strong on the planet this day. Enjoy it. It's for a good reason. It's to help you just stop procrastinating and stop worrying and stop reacting to everything in the old, dull way. You're being given, you can say, second chances in everything. You cannot fail. Just wake up and say, yes, I choose to receive. I choose to try. That's how strong vibrancy can be for you. You perhaps are a person who never experienced vibrancy. You just like always to take the logical approach to life. So this day, maybe you try something that is humorous or funny or emotional, or you're an emotional person and you decide to actually do something practical, finish it, and see the results of that this day. New beginnings is not just always about new beginnings into a fresh new house or a fresh new business. We always think of new beginnings as something like that, right? A cycle of life finishing and a new one beginning. Yes, that is true also for a lot of people. Karmic cycles are finishing. But the starting a new life, this statement is something that you can use to full benefit for yourself. What form of new life do you want to start? Do you want to be a person who does not get dominated anymore? Do you want to be a person who stands up for yourself? Do you want to be a person who expresses? Do you want to be a person who does not procrastinate? The I am statements will come to full effect and full benefit this day. You choose who you want to be in all realms of life. And that doesn't mean that you are getting the green light to go out and harm and hurt people and cause mayhem and do the negative and just feel all, arrogant and wonderful about yourself, but you're hurting everyone around you. That's not true. Starting a new life means a new way of expressing yourself with all of you showcased without fear, losing fear basically, and negativity in every way. Starting a new life means a new perspective to life, how you approach each activity of your day. Maybe you find a new way to pray also, your spiritual life. All those changes that you've been wanting to bring into your life, even starting of a new bank account, you can do it this day. Because Archangel Jeremiel is right there above you saying, I'm right here, dear one, helping you, dear child, to just walk ahead, because you see that family below him. They're not looking left or right. They're just looking at that beautiful, resplendent white light, the white and blue light and purple light that is just flowing down, the violet light that's just flowing down towards them. It's the direction. It's where you want to go. It's how you want to feel. And also to know that you're protected and safe and nurtured as you make these changes for yourself. And now you might say that, but the scenery ahead of him is not always what usually you see in most cards or in most symbols of the garden, of the golden door, greenery, flowers. It's this time it is within you to feel that mountain in front of him is the mountain that you think that you cannot cross right now. By the end of this day, you will say, I've found that path behind that mountain and I've gone behind it. So right now you think of all that you think is troublesome and you've been dealing with it again and again and again. The repetitive patterns, the repetitive habits, the repetitive problems in relationships, the repetitive problems you have in expressing yourself, financial concerns that just keep on raising themselves. This is just basically your karmic cycle showing itself. This is your Akashic space showing that while you're dealing with these earthly concerns, your Akashic blueprint has not changed. That's why you're able to still see Jeremiel, believe and trust that he's there, and be able to go around and find that pathway that has always been there for you. It's just that you had to be ready to accept it and receive what it wanted to give you. And it's just so coming through so calmly. The landscape behind him of the sky is absolutely serene and blue. So all forms of meditation and prayer and giving into the moment, it'll be honored. And of course, reaching out to family members, to those who are important, that you love with your heart, commitments you've made or you want to make, then this day do that. Don't hold back from listening to your heart. There's no conflict again between heart and mind. There never usually is, but some days it's just that the emotional energy is higher than the intellectual energy. But this day, they are supporting each other to create a brand new version of you. It's like you're updating yourself. You're a beautiful computer of God, finding new applications within yourself. So don't be surprised if you also find new ways of intuitively receiving information. So if you're someone who's very visual, you might find that the emotions are calling you this day. And that's more exciting, to feel rather than to visualize. And it could be the opposite for a person who's always using feeling, but this day finds colors and symbols and cards more interesting. Don't doubt yourself in any way. You're just opening up like a beautiful flower, finding petal by petal that she or he is opening herself to God, to the light, to experience, to heaven. So in doing all of that, those of you who also are keen about finding, okay, I know all of these wonderful things about myself and I have this wonderful home, but I'm not really doing anything. I'm in a job, but that doesn't feel like it has any purpose to it. Today you'll find your purpose. What is that one reason I'm here on planet Earth? What is it that I'm doing? How is it that I express myself and serve the universe and serve God and serve humanity and bring the best to wherever I happen to be? You'll find that purpose little by little. It might not open all the way today. Don't be surprised, but your purpose, you will definitely find that reason and be satisfied with it. It'll be deep. It'll be a deep revelation that is unique to you. If you don't even discuss it with anyone and just look at Archangel Jeremiel as you get that feeling or knowing, or just write it down, it will still make sense to you because he's shining. You'll feel like then you're shining, and that vibrancy of the day will then showcase to you and your chakras. You'll be fine. And you'll find your purpose. And then, of course, you'll want to move ahead even faster. And the method the application, what to do, who to engage with, what kind of activities you should get into, all of that. Then each one of these mountains and why they're there will start to make sense. Slowly but surely, with sense and purpose, and with people who are deeply connected to you. And even Archangel Michael is very much a part of all of this process to give you strength and power and to cut away all the old. It'll start to make sense. And then the mountains to the left and right side of this family. The pathway, if you see, is clear and is being cleared moment to moment. So if you want to also clean up your past, what you carry, the karmic baggage you carry, the hurt, the regret, you just want to be clean, right? Clean as a soul. Then that will be done for you. Archangel Jeremiel, help me clear my past of. And then just fill in the blank for yourself. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be. And a forgiving and compassionate review of your past already created in the Akashic spaces. Because you want to just remember the good. Whatever keeps on coming up throughout the day, this might not be just a one-time process. You might have to just keep on doing it till you finally feel that the pathway below you is absolutely clear and clean. Now you might say, why is this family in black? Isn't black supposed to be bad? So why are they just showcased in black? That's you finding your identity. That's you finding out who is important to you and retaining those commitments, and you remaining in the moment, you remaining focused on your desires, not your fears, you remaining positive and not getting into negativity of any kind, or reaction or anger. All is well, right? New beginnings. If you see the number also of the card, 20. Very, very powerful number. Again, partnership. Partnership of you and the universe in all forms, in all realms of heaven. Help is coming for you. So in no way should you feel limited or feel a sense of lack or feel that you're alone. Even if you don't have a single human being with you, there's so many forms of the angels themselves. And then there's even more of the realms of heaven that you can get into. It's just so exciting. You have so much to discover about heaven, about the universe, how it functions, what's coming to you, what you can create, what you can get rid of in that sense, what you can remove. All of that discovery, even if it in itself is an adventure of its own, right? So get into that if nothing else for this day. And then Archangel Jeremiel, if you see how his hand is spread out, one is spread out towards you and your family as you walk ahead. I'm guiding you. You just watch his hands wherever your attention goes, to the one that's lifted up or the one that's held back a little bit, to say that this is the pathway ahead. That will come at different times of day, so you just take it the way it comes. The clouds are shining. He is shining. And that violet and white and blue triad ray of light, you can absorb it as a ray of light, however you want to, whichever chakra point is asking for it. or if you want it in mind, body, spirit, ask for it. That will help you also remove whatever you don't want from the past. So you have a more forgiving and compassionate review of what you've left behind. You don't dare not to look behind, but you enjoy your memories as you're meant to. Your childhood, your first love, whatever it might be. Your first time you had a job, first trip you took abroad, the first of anything, right? That's the new beginning. If you remember those new beginnings, you'll not be afraid to begin again. You just keep looking at him. What is it that I need to start this new life? And how do I step into this new life? And will you help me with that? That is why those left and right side of this family, the peaks of the mountains, they actually have symbols drawn upon them. You keep on using them almost as a sticker center, right? They're sticking things onto themselves. Colors, symbols, images. You can see situations also changing and manipulating themselves and changing around this day. You can see a very simple symbol of a flower that is not blooming, that starts to blossom because of your prayers, because of your belief, because of your meditation and your trust. It starts to change color. It starts to move. Remember the vibrancy in the air? You can imagine that, a special divine air that is floating above this family. It has a certain temperature. Maybe it's warm when it's a cold day. And it's just giving you that sense of being nurtured, being guided, being protected, safe under the canopy of care. And you're just moving forward. And even if you see the peak of the mountain in front of you, you might see divine fathers and divine mothers sitting there literally. Ganeshji, Shivji. I can just keep on naming different divine ones. You make it more and more a reason to create and be creative for yourself by reaching out to your divine team. And the more you do, the more they will reflect in one of these mountain peaks, even to the left or right side of you. I am now surrounded by Archangel Jeremiel. Help me connect with my divine forces of light in all realms of heaven. What is it that I need to know right now? Make this a priority for yourself this day. Don't hold back and trust whatever you receive, but just be very, very spontaneous about it. If you see the family going forward, they're taking their time going forward, so there's no rush and there's no exam that you have to finish. Enjoy this process. Feel fulfilled, feel complete. Ask all of your questions down to the nitty-gritty detail of everything. And use each one of these peaks to clear, to clean, to clarify, to strengthen, however you want to use them. That's why they're there, guiding you and holding you both. Only the good comes in through this space. Trust that too. You'll just be protected. And these symbols that you want can be symbols from Reiki also, if you are a Reiki practitioner. or if you are very, very connected to a particular form of prayer, you're not being asked to leave that behind. Definitely not. Strengthen it this day. Your religion, whether you're Hindu or Muslim or Sikh or of the Islamic culture and the Islamic religion, strengthen that. And you're starting that new life then, a new form of understanding and connecting with God, and then bringing the divine energy, the divine vibrancy into everyday life. That's what we usually complain about the most. That life has just become so dull. Move that dullness, move into the light, find your answers, and your peak will be perfect. You'll be perfect. You'll feel perfect. So start this new beginning with Archangel Jeremiel this day. And this is Tina, signing off for now. And this comes from the Archangel Power Tarot Cards by DOREEN and RADLEIGH Valentine. And the superb way that this new understanding was brought to us through the art of JEFF BEDRICK. And Jeff can be reached at BEDRICK STUDIOS.com. So bye for now.